The main obvious factor is that people are sharing their experiences with other people, and it's quite gratifying as a facilitator of the groups to see people, the looks on their faces as they realise that other people share the same issues as they do.
Very, very powerful, that, that taking away the stigma associated with problem gambling that you get by having a number of different people with different types of gambling issues as well.
I'd been attending one-to-one Lifeline appointments with my counsellor for about 1.5 years, and it was suggested to me that I may benefit from attending a support group, probably for a period of about 6 weeks, once a week, for a couple of hours. And I had reservations. I wasn't sure about sitting in a room with people like myself, sitting in a room with a counsellor that I wasn't familiar with.
Some people will come to the group and they're still in the midst of pretty heavy gambling. Other people will come to the group who haven't gambled for 5 or 6 years but have just started to feel a bit tempted, and they've just come in for some support. And what's beautiful to see is the way different members of the group will support each other's process.
So I arrived for the support group the first evening, and there was 7 of us with 2 counsellors, presenters. Very quickly I kind of felt comfortable. I kind of felt these are my kind of people.
People feel that they're not alone. You just don't get that in the one-to-one to the same degree that you get in the groups, and that's, I think most people find that very satisfying.
Some were older, some were younger. It was a combination male-female. And in the first session we were asked to maybe just share briefly what got us to this support group. And I kind of sat and listened to a lot of similarities. There were some differences. Some gamblers were more involved in horse racing, online betting, lotto, poker machine gambling. And as I listened to their stories, it resonated in me.
So it's very apparent that mutual aid that the group participants provide to each other, and that sense of cohesion that develops between group members, and then you know that a group is working when they have that cohesiveness and they want to support each other and they learn from each other.
And people can feel that that's a little bit closer to the real world as well, because it's a group, it's common people out there, and it's not just sitting one-on-one where that can feel a little bit removed for some people. The group does a fantastic job of replicating real-life situations.
So the difference between the one-to-one counselling and being part of the group, I actually felt I had some brothers and sisters who had sort of walked my road, and with that came a certain comfort. And so again, there was no fear or anxiety about, initially there was, but there's no fear and anxiety about making a commitment to come to the next week and the next week.